Welcome to Unit 7. Can you believe that this term is almost over with? We only have a few more active units left. Let me make a couple announcements. The first one is, of course, my heavy-handed. I do not accept late work until up only through Unit 8, and then I won't accept late work anymore. And of course, I've mentioned this before in seminar, and I've mentioned it in some email announcements, but it's important for you to remember that if you have any late work from Units 1 all the way through Unit 7, unless you have contacted me and there's a real important reason as for the reason you weren't able to complete the work, after Unit 8, I will not accept it. So it's just a kind reminder. Let's talk about this week's unit. We're going to be talking about employee loyalty. And when we deal with business ethics, sometimes my students say, hey, that's an oxymoron. I mean, one wonders, does businesses deal with the same kind of ethical behavior as we do, as workers or as employees? And where are our rights? How can we draw our rights in the sand? Do we have rights, special rights, when we use equipment given to us by our company outside of company hours? Is it okay to use it for personal use? Is it okay to reply to a personal email using a company computer or on company time? And what happens if a company is acting unethically? In this week, we're going to look at that kind of situation where a company is seemingly, it appears, firing people as a basis on age and sex during their layoffs, but they won't actually deal with the complaints they're receiving from their own employees. So where does loyalty stop and where does it begin? And how do we define loyalty? Is loyalty bought by a company? Is loyalty a form of duty ethics? A form of utilitarianism? How do we define loyalty within a company? And if a company asks us to be loyal to them, do they have equal responsibility of being loyal back to us? And if so, how and why? Would be interesting discussions this week, I got to tell you, especially with the recession. And many of us have been reconsidering our ideas about loyalty to the company. For this week's reading, you'll want to make sure to read chapter, let me see if I can remember. Sorry, hold on. I have my little cheat notes here. Chapter 15 on business and media ethics in our textbook. You'll also want to read the case study that we're going to be looking at, which I was just talking about a little bit ago. Please make sure to come to a discussion this week. We're going to have some really interesting discussions on this topic. And your third and final small paper is due this week. It's an arbitration paper. And it, just like the other ones, it is a one-page kind of paper that deals with the case study. This particular paper, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be pretending that you are a ruling committee for Alan Lopez, who is the main character in our case study this week. You're going to say in your one-page paper if Alan should be allowed to keep his job at ExtremeNet, or if he should be forced to remove his website. I'll let you find out what this is all about when you read the case study. And how could ExtremeNet's executives best respect Alan Lopez's right and moral dignity? And you're going to write this one-page paper up as if it was a ruling, like you were sitting on the committee deciding whether or not Alan Lopez should stay with the company or whether or not he should be fired. And of course, that'll just be one page. As I said again, I think I've said that 5 times now. Sorry about that. Double-spaced and written in good writing grammar, so on and so forth. Don't forget to also check your knowledge this week. And under the additional resources, we have flashcards for chapter 15. But also, I'll be putting up some interesting things in the announcements area, so keep your eyes sharp for those as well. And I will talk to you soon. See ya on the boards. Peace, love. I'm out of here.